Hey guys, McMole2 here. So, you guys have been asking for a while now, so I decided to finally do a video where I am showcasing the mods that I'm using on my Princess Zody team. We'll start off with Princess Leia herself. As you can see, I am running crit chance and crit damage mod set bonuses. I've got speed on her arrow. On her cross, I've got offense, and on her triangle, I've got crit damage. You notice, as I'm cycling through, you're going to see a lot of speed, crit chance, and a lot of offense bonuses. This is intentional because what you want to do is you want her doing as much damage as possible, and you want her going as fast as possible. Ideally, you'd like her to go faster than your Commander Cody, so that she can get a crit chance up buff on her first attack out the gate. Unfortunately, my Cody's faster than her, so that's not going to happen, but she is still doing some really good damage here. You'll see she's running almost 3,300 physical damage, 51% physical crit chance, so pretty good numbers there. In terms of armor, you don't have to worry about that too much because you're going to be stealthed all the time. So yeah, a little slow at 206 speed compared to Cody, but I mean, that's not too bad. So now we've looked at her, as you can see, I've got Omegas on her Rebel Tactics, her Hair Trigger, and her Against All Odds only level 7. That may be Zetaed at some point, who knows? That's probably not going to be down the road for a little while because they just got off their train of Rebels. So going over to my Clone Troopers now, take a look at 5s first. As you can see, I'm running crit damage and potency on him. I've got an offense arrow there. That is the best crit damage offense arrow that I have in reserve right now. So, I mean, it's only 4% offense for him. As you can see, run offense on all of his mods. That one has really nice crit chance. Really nice crit chance there too, plus some good offense. More offense, more crit chance. Crit damage here, more offense, more crit chance, more potency. So you want him to be at a good amount of potency. You see I got potency on his cross there. Crit damage on the triangle, and offense on the arrow. 127 speed, so kind of slow. 52% potency, that should be plenty to help him stick the speed on the main tank and the turrets if he counterattacks. Which also, I'm so glad they fixed that, so now he can counter. When he does his counter with his double tap, both attacks deal the same amount of damage. He's a little low. He's just under 40% crit chance. You should try to get that up higher. I could try to sacrifice some of that physical damage he's got. Sorry, my dog, she's snoring in the background. Ignore her. Let's see. So yeah, physical damage, he's pretty high up at 3,000 physical damage. That's really high for him. I mean, if you go and... Oh, let's not flip the screen. Gotta be careful. If you go and look, you'll see... yeah, he's got a lot of modded potency. Physical crit chance is sitting at 14% bonus. He's sitting at 563 bonus physical damage. So he's got a lot of offense stacked in as it is without having to use that offense cross. So next up we have Echo. I'm sorry, going back to 5s, you can see I've got the Zeta on his tactical awareness, and I've got Omegas on his basic and his special. Haven't even touched his leadership yet because who's going to use that? So going to Echo, you can see I've got Omega on his supporting fire, his basic, his by the book. That's Omega as well. His follow-up does not have a Zeta. Actually, I'll come back to that here in a little bit. There's been some discussion. Let you see what you guys think as well. Yeah, the dog's still snoring in the background. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not. So you'll see he's running crit damage, crit chance mods. He's running offense on his arrow and on his cross. And then he's running crit damage on his triangle. As you can see, he's running the same thing. A lot of crit chance, a lot of offense. Not a lot of speed because most of his attacks are going to be coming from his assists. FN... Oh gosh, I'm not even going to try to pronounce all the numbers. FN 5537808. He tried speeding up his Echo earlier. Or no, he didn't. Someone else did. FN had the idea to speed up Echo, but apparently the sped up Echo does not do as well because, again, most of the attacks from Echo are going to be coming from his assists, so the speed doesn't do as much. So if you're sacrificing offense or crit chance to get the to get more speed on him. So you see he's got some decent offense on here, a lot of crit chance because, you know, he's going to need it. So he's running about the same crit chance as 5s, which means he needs to get a little bit more. You see, barely got any speed on him. Physical damage, he's also got 563 offense. That's That's surprising. I didn't think they'd have that much. I think they've also got the same physical crit chance as well, which is interesting. Yes, I'm pretty sure I did not just do Fives and Echo together. But anyways, so I didn't like tap on one twice or anything. So yeah, that's the mods I've got for Echo. Let me make sure I didn't, because that's just kind of creepy that they both got the same. No, there's slightly different physical crit chance, but same bonus offense. It's a little crazy. I will come back to Cody. So going to Sergeant, as you can see, crit damage and crit chance again. You see I've got offense on his arrow and on his cross, and I've got crit damage triangle for him. You'll see I'm running, there's, yeah, not a lot of offense there. I've not gotten very good offense arrows, so that's been something I need to work on. You can see he's running a lot of offense. Not on that one yet, I need to figure that one out. Bonus offense there, a lot of bonus offense there as well, percentage and base stats as well. So go and look at his fully modded stats. I've got a little, you don't really need speed on him because again, because of his turn meter boost from his basic. Let's see, potency. His potency's low. Not really need much of it because he barely gets anything with that. Physical damage. You can see he's running about 2,900. I would like to bump him up a bit more because that would mean he just dealing that much more damage. You should probably focus most of your offense onto Clone Sergeant since he's going to be your heavy hitter. He's going to be attacking the most out of anyone. So yeah, try to focus most of your offense on Clone Sergeant. You can see his physical crit chance, I've bumped it up a little bit just to help with the bug with crit chance and the crit chance leadership and the buffs. So coming to Cody now, oh, I'm sorry, go back to Sarge. You can see I've got Omegas on everything for Sarge. His basic, his unique, and his suppressed fire. So going to Cody now, you can see already I've got speed mods on him. I'm running at 227 speed now. The time I did that 9.4 million, he was running at 217. I've since then found some better speed mods for him. I had some in my inventory, didn't even realize it. As you can see, everything is running double-digit speed on it. I've got a lot of, I mean, you saw that square that had the 18 speed on it. You got 15 speed there, 14 speed there. A lot of speed. That's really all you need to worry about for him. If you can get some stuff that boosts his offense and his crit chance as well, by all means go for it, but don't sacrifice speed for any of that. You have to stack speed on him first and foremost, like no matter what the cost is, because he's gonna stay alive on his own thanks to his Zeta lead. So you don't have to worry about him trying to get killed off or anything. You see a lot of modded speed there, basically double his speed. Potency, tenacity, don't really need to worry about that. Not too much offense, a little bit of crit chance. So I mean he's got some bonus offense on him as well, but not as much as you saw on the others. You can see I've got Omegas on his Alpha Strike, his 212th obviously, and then of course the Zeta on Ghost Company Commander. I have not Omega the ATTE Mass Driver Cannon because you'll never need that for the raid. That's just a waste if you do that instead of using your basic to get, unless you have to use it to force a topple, that's the only time you should use it. But you've got Sarge and you've got Echo who will do much better in that situation. So yeah, that is a quick look at my mods. I mean, you guys have been clamoring for a look at those mods for the past several weeks. Finally decided to do it. So anyway, so I've been discussing with several people what changes we could do to clones to make them better, to do reworks. The one thing that I really am leaning on is the follow-up for Echo. Make that a Zeta, where he loses the damage penalty on his assists. And I thought something cool to add in with that would be anytime he assists, he has, let's say, a 30% chance to call another ally to attack as well, with no damage penalty. I mean, I thought that would be something pretty cool. That'd be pretty overpowered to do on a Zeta, which is perfect because, I mean, your Zetas need to be overpowered. So, I mean, yeah, that's one idea I was really thinking about was, yeah, get rid of the damage penalty, and then anytime he has assist, put, let's say, 30% chance to call another ally to assist. They also don't deal any, they also deal the same amount of damage, there's no damage penalty for them as well. So that was one thing I was thinking of for Sergeant. This is a little more a little more thought behind this, like his suppressive fire, do something with it, add a debuff to it, add like days to it or something, some kind of debuff. He needs something there, and then the only problem is then he's got almost no potency. So my thought was we add in a fourth ability on Clone Sergeant, something that he gains. I guess up at max level of the ability, he gains potency equal to his critical chance. I mean, that'd be a ton of potency. That'd make him very, very viable for Arena. If he could do something like Daze on his AoE, I mean, Daze, I mean, you're not getting assists, you're not countering. I mean, that'd be huge, especially for the current meta with Dooku, who's countering everything, getting protection back all the time. That's a great counter for someone like Dooku. So looking at who else, Cody, not really much I would redo for Cody right now because I mean he's already pretty good where he is. I mean that healing immunity debuff change. People are finally starting to notice it on the forums. They're starting to talk about it. What's really sad is people are talking more about how it ruins the Zetas for Boba Fett and Kylo Ren. And I'm just sitting there. I'm like, hi. Cody, Commander Cody, the guy who started all this protection regen, how awesome it was. He kind of says hi over here. Yeah, people aren't really thinking too much about Commander Cody and his Zeta, which is sad because, it's Commander Cody. I mean, his Zeta is what made clones so viable again for the raid. But anyway, so looking at fives, his leadership needs to be reworked. Definitely, I mean, no one uses leadership. If you look at Savage Oppress, Savage, I'm gonna call him Savage, I hope you guys don't mind. As you can see, yay, Sith, I haven't even touched Savage, excuse me. So, what is his leader? Yeah, it's a percentage defense, and I believe as you level up, they gain offense as well. I mean, that's something you could think about using for clones. I don't know. I think the bigger issue is fives needs a taunt. So, I mean, you could keep his leader, but do something. Change something with him somewhere. You can either do it here, or you could change it with Rex. Now, this is something I was thinking. What if you took the leadership ability for General Kenobi with clones and threw that onto Rex? So, General Kenobi's... No, go back. Wrong button. General Kenobi, his leader ability, you've got that. I don't even know why I leveled this one up. I've never used him as leader anyways, except for that one video. So what if you took that where the clone ally, they gain a certain buff if they use a special ability? Why not add that onto someone like, say, I don't know, put that onto Rex or something, added to his squad discipline, so they gain the tenacity, and then they gain that buff based on what class they are. So like fives, all your clones would gain, all your characters would gain tenacity, but if there's a clone in that group, that clone will also gain that buff based on their class. So like if you had Cody and fives in your group and you use squad discipline, Cody would gain advantage, fives would gain taunt. Why not do something like that? That's a little interesting idea I had. I mean, it's basically ripping off General Kenobi's leadership and throw it onto Rex's tenacity, but also consider everybody's going to be using Rex now if they have him because of that squad discipline, because of the tenacity up, because your Sith... Oh, is this an update? What? Weird. Whatever. Anyways, I'll figure out what that is later. So yeah, that's just some ideas I'm thinking of doing a whole list of just what everybody wants. People have come to me say there needs to be more speed on clones. Everyone I've talked to says there needs to be a taunt. So somehow, somewhere, there's got to be a taunt. I don't want new clones. I want the clones we have now reworked. I don't want us to have to be forking out money for a whole new clone trooper just to make them viable. I mean, we've reworked the Sith now twice. Yeah, the Order 66 patch. They got completely buffed. Now they just got rebuffed again. You had the First Order rework just happen. Your Resistance teams just got reworked. I mean, I think it's time for Clone Troopers to get a consideration for a rework. Also, Night Sister, all like 12 people who use Night Sisters, they definitely deserve a look at a rework as well. Anyways, guys, let me know down in the comments what you guys think. What other ideas you would have for clones? I like to have more clones added in. I don't want more clones added. I want just what we have now to be reworked. So, anyways, guys, thanks a ton for watching. Also, I've reached almost 900 subscribers now, which is crazy considering I just started this channel a month and a half ago. So, yeah, thanks a ton for everybody who subscribed. I really appreciate it. As always, keep an eye out for more content. I'll link the clone facility right up as always down below, as well as with my character collection on swgoh.gg. Anyways, guys, thanks a ton for watching, and I will talk to you guys later.